So we're about to get into love in Huntsville. Okay. This is something that you guys have been waiting on. And we're going to talk about it. All right. And I'm going to try and take my time with you, girl. Okay. So we can get into some. Hold on. Let me mark that unread. Give me 1 second, you guys. Go ahead and like the video for me, please. I appreciate you all. Go ahead and share the video for me, please. I appreciate you all. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to get into some things? Let's talk. Let's talk. Okay. This is definitely what I was waiting for, girl. Okay. All right, anyway, let's talk. Let's get into some things. Okay, so Kimmy and Destiny, right? First of all, did anybody notice the daylight or the sunlight? It looked like they got up early as fuck to film this scene. And I kind of felt the way about this scene being filmed because you could tell that it was like set up for them. Nothing about it seemed natural at all. First of all, Destiny shop opened that early in the morning, girl, stop it. But anyway, because it definitely looked like people, it was like the peak of the morning, like around at 5:45, 6, whatever, day getting ready to break or whatever like that. And they just looked like they was tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like it. I felt like the conversation was kind of awkward as well. So I'm like, you could tell that they had to get up, they had to film and come over here and let me talk to this lady and ask her these questions. It was just something was just a bit off about it. Okay. So Kimmy could barely get, that was another thing. Kimmy, I'm like, Kimmy, Destiny, come to the front. Production, come here, have a seat, sit around the round table. Can y'all at least, if Destiny's gonna have a beauty salon, can y'all at least, not a salon, but a store, a beauty supply store, can y'all at least act like Kimmy finna buy some? Can y'all please help my girl out and just at least act like Kimmy finna buy some hairpins, girl? Please, a rat tail comb. At least, girl, get her some scrunchy bows. Like, don't be having my girl come in there just to have a conversation, just so y'all can say y'all filming at Destiny location to let us know she still got it. Okay, you can have it, but is it making coin? All right. Even if she was gonna get her money back to Kimmy once y'all wrap, like at least can we see a transaction happen? Like I'm feeling a way about it, just a little bit. All right, y'all know Miss Girl store has been closed for however long. All right, so I'm definitely calling out production. I would like to see transactions happen. Can y'all get some extras in there? I don't give a if you do get Monopoly money. I don't care, but y'all should show her business as though it's active. But I mean, maybe she came in there before, opening hours. But I guess, girl, I be critiquing too hard. But anyway, let me just. So she come in there and she barely could like look around. She ain't look around the store like, oh, girl, you got some new supplies? Okay, you got that new spritz? Like none of that. She just came in like, okay, girl, listen, I want to talk, girl. I got a few questions, honey. Listen, so what's going on? What's going on? Where she barely said, hey, how are you? Like none of that. Just came in. Oh, girl, thank you for letting me in, girl. It's cold outside. Listen, I don't care about what you got going on. I don't give a fuck about law, for real. But I just want to know what's going on with you and Mel. Hello. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Like, what the like? I ain't like that scene at all. But anyway, so Destiny said that she is annoyed because Mel came at her with made up stuff about her, right? So then Kimmy tells her that when they were out to eat, Mel, she's like, oh yeah, girl, when we were out to eat, Mel definitely mentioned that. Kimmy, why are you telling everything? Kimmy, I like you. Me and you, us never part. But ma'am, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, why you telling everything? You done ran back and told Tisha. Now you done came over here to Destiny being messy as hell, talking about, say, yeah, Mel did say that. She did tell us that. Okay, let's keep going. So Destiny says, what were the specifics then? If she said it, I said it, then what did I say, girl? What was the specifics? Well, we didn't really get into that exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She can never tell you what it is that I exactly said. I'm going to say this. When it comes to what a person exactly said, I don't know. Maybe I feel differently if it was a different situation. I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, how relevant is it what a person said about you when you know they were talking about you? sometimes you don't remember what they said, but you know that they said some about you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. Okay, Destiny, I'm gonna give you that, girl. I'm gonna give you that. Okay, we're gonna move on. So Kimmy says, that, yeah, we didn't get into the specifics. Destiny's like, yeah, girl, well, tell me what what was said, whatever. She can't say that, right? Kimmy says, well, I do know one thing, girl. Mel said that you apologized. That's what it was. And that was enough for me to let me know that you was bogus, because obviously if you apologize and what you apologizing for, so obviously you said something about her, right? And then Destiny said, girl, no, that's not true. Like, I was apologizing if she felt that way. And I wanted Kimmy to say, well, how you apologize to somebody if they felt that way? Like, what do you mean? Like, what? But I guess, okay, I apologize if you felt that way. Destiny says Mel told her that she didn't think she was talking about her. I don't know. I don't know if Destiny said this before or if I heard Mel say that. But I did hear that repeated. I don't know if it came out of Mel's mouth or Destiny's mouth, where it was like, oh, I didn't think that you were talking about me. I think it could have been Destiny. I feel like Destiny could have said this in the studio. But anyway, Destiny says Mel told her that she didn't think she was talking about her, but it was who she was talking about her to, which was Tisha. And then I think she also threw Martel in that as well, right? And says that Mel doesn't want her to be friends with those individuals because she sees them as her enemy. Okay, so that's where we at with that. So Kimmy was like, well, girl, I don't know nothing about that. And I was over here with Kimmy, why would you come in here talking about you don't know nothing about that? I guess. And if you didn't know nothing, you didn't even have to add that comment. Just to listen. But anyway, you should know about it the way you over here running around. Girl, let me tell you what this person said. Girl, let me tell you what this person did. Girl, let me tell you what this person said. Girl, let me tell you what this person did. You should know. But I love you. I'm going to keep going. All right. So Kimmy thought Mel and Tisha were getting in a better place. Okay. And then says that she doesn't understand how their issue has gotten that big. And it's like, Kimmy, you're going to sit on, you're going to act like you don't know. You're going to sit on the stage. I don't know how it got that big. So you sat on the stage and had a front row seat, more than Americans, and you don't see how it got back to where it was. You should know of anybody because you were just at the same place with Tisha. So you should obviously know when you thought you and Tisha were good, you and Tisha weren't. So those things can happen, right? I think what Kimmy wanted to say was, BIT, I really don't know what to say in this moment. I'm just here to go ahead and film with you and try and pull this out of you so I can get to the next thing. But Destiny says, me either. I mean, because look, I got bigger issues that I'm focused on. And then Kimmy says, oh, yeah, and then there's that. So then they cut. Right? They cut and then they go to Kimmy inviting her to girls' night. I say, see, here's the thing. Destiny could have possibly went into detail about things that she's dealing with personally, right, with her kid's dad, being a mom or whatever. But it seems like production purposely cut that information, and then we get to Kimmy talking about inviting her to a night, right, a girls' night. So Destiny's like, okay, girl, I'm cool with it, but as long as, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be food, all right, and then it's gonna be a door where I can have a clear shot to exit if I don't want to be there, right? And Kimmy's like, well, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out, girl. We're going to be good. Okay, all right then, girl. Good luck on your shop today. I'm finna go. I'm finna head out. Girl, you better come in my store and buy something. Hell wrong with you. You better spend at least $5. Because y'all know how y'all go into the beauty supply stores owned by the Asians or whatnot. And when you go in there, girl, I know you got to swipe at least $5 to use your debit card or whatever. Do you hear what I say? Or you can give us cash, okay? Because there is going to be a debit credit card transaction fee that we're not going to pay for, all right? Especially if it's under a certain amount. So y'all going to have to at least swipe $5 so we can feel like we getting a profit and they getting their money too, okay? The credit card machine people, okay, girl? So, all right, so you should have told her, girl, don't come in my store if you're not going to spend at least $5 in here, girl. You better find something. I know you need something around the house, okay? But anyway, Monster don't need nothing. You sure he don't need no brush? He don't need no wave cap or something? Well, let me know. Anyway, so Kimmy invites her out on a girls' night. No, we talked about that. Sorry, let's get to Marcel and Maurice. So Marcel tells Maurice about Martel wanting to get back into the business, okay? Wanting to come back, be a part of what he got going on, right? And so Marcel says that he said he would never work with Martel again, of course, because when they fell out, of course, Martel said some slick stuff about Marcel, about the business, about him and these women and all this stuff. So he was like, I'll never work with him again. Well, seems like Martel is needing that same handout. And the reason why I think Marcel is reconsidering wanting to give Martel a hand is because when Marcel was down on his luck, Martel and Mel helped them out, okay? And they partnered up with them and did scope together. So he helped him out, brought him up into the game and all the other stuff. So I think that's why Marcel may feel a bit compelled to want to help out Martel, right? That's why I think. But ultimately, not wanting to give him too much involvement into the company out of fear that he's going to taint it. All right. So Maurice is like, well, that's interesting, you know, because Marcel says, well, you know, Tisha not interested, right? So then, and we also learned this was also a time for Marcel to promote his wife by letting us know back in 2010, I guess she had an apartment complex that she sold at some point, and then she used that money to buy out Martel from the company. Right. So I said, okay, now you want to let us know a little bit more about Miss Tisha and what she had going on. Right. So then Maurice just feels like, well, if he comes back into the company, he's going to have to buy somebody's share. So whose share is he going to buy? Is it going to be yours or Tisha's? Neither. So it seems like he's going to try to make him maybe like a partner or a consultant or something, but not like an owner of the company, but maybe a partner or whatnot, give him a few projects. But I don't know how much Martel is going to be able to complete since he has yet to get his builder's license. Excuse me. Okay, so there's that. What else ended up happening? Marcel thinks Martel getting a license, like I guess he wants him to get his license. He said if Martel gets this license, then it's going to show commitment. I said, well, I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know what that commitment looks like, huh? Martel not getting that license, and you know he's not finna get that license. But okay, not gonna happen. But let's move on. Y'all know Martel struggled with commitment. Y'all have to understand that. And I don't know if that's something he needs to go to counseling for. Well, I'm sure he needs to dig deeper and understand and find out, like, why does he not like to commit? All right. I mean, maybe it depends on what those commitments are. Let's keep going. So Mel goes to her therapist. Okay. Let me see what some of y'all are saying. Martel did residential contracting. Marcel does commercial contracting. Gotcha. I thought Tisha did the housing part too. Does Tisha not do residential? I mean, maybe that could be an extension of scope where they have the commercial side, and then maybe Martel can head up and be like, I don't know, a chairman or something or whatever. Vice president, I don't know, child of that residential sector. So, I mean, maybe he could do that. Let's see. Marcel knows this whole Tisha is a boss BS is not flying. Sit down with your Africa doesn't have Wi-Fi lying. It's okay. Was it me or was Marcel giving old school Jaheim with the Scully on his head? I didn't even pay attention. I don't like that. They never show us Tisha making business moves, but always show us her being an idiot for her husband. Yikes. I feel like they don't show us none of the ladies' business moves. They won't even show Destiny ringing up some items in her damn store. So, I mean, I don't know. Tisha really needs to wake the up and quit pretending her husband loves her. He does not. He acts like he can't stand her half the time. Damn. Oh my. Well, why does another grown man have to tell Martel why he should get his own license at his big age with 6 kids, including Coleslaw? Not you including her as a kid, child. I cannot. Martel is less than smart. He must have graduated by the skin of his teeth. I don't know. I'm finna throw shade at A&M. Everybody graduated by the skin of their teeth. I'm just throwing a little shade at Alabama A&M since I'm a Hornet. Let's see. That's why Marcel wanted to keep Tisha locked down at home. She the real brains. I do believe Tisha the real brains, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Girl. We've been sleeping on Tisha business moves, though. Maybe she takes her hood brat persona to business meetings. I don't know. I thought she left it with her mom. I thought she just, let Miss Wanda speak for her. I am sick of Tisha weaponizing her marriage like she's married to Barack. I'd have told her worse than Mel with the no regrets. Is there something legal preventing Martel on getting his license? Because he's steady trying to get into someone's company except making his own. Girl, I don't know. I mean, I've heard some rumblings, girl, but I don't know. So I ain't gonna say I don't know what to be true, girl. So I don't know if that will hold one back from getting their license. But girl, let me scoot over to your child. Let me scoot over. Let's get to Mel. All right. So then Mel goes to see her therapist, and she talks about removing people that have, I guess, vampire-like energy, like draining energy. Right. So she says that she will be attending Kimmy's Galentine event. All right. She says she isn't too sure about how the event is actually going to go. Of course, she's not sure how it's going to go because she got some ladies there that she know ain't too fond of her. All right. And Destiny has already shown herself at times to be like, a bit aggressive at times or whatnot. So, I mean, I can see why she's not too sure, but she's going to show up anyway. All right. So Mel says that she usually doesn't like to go around people that would get her out of character. But the therapist wants her to figure out a way to maintain self-control. All right. Work on that. And Mel's like, girl, I hear you, girl. That's cute and everything. I do. Last year I was on that SHI that you was talking about. Yeah, I was real on some Nam Yo Ho Renge-Yo. I was really on some calmness. But girl, this year, 2022, Mel is about that action. Oh, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, okay? And the therapist is still like, that's cute, girl, but you need to work on that, all right? So we gonna see. Mel ain't been trying to take no SHI from nobody, and we saw that. We saw that at the Galentines, but we're gonna get into more, all right? So let's get to Martel and Fred, all right? So Martel just recently closed on a property, which I was really shocked to hear because I thought that he was at rock bottom. So I was surprised that, he was able to close on a property. And it sounded like the property he closed on was one that he owned. So, okay, I don't know how he, flipped that. I thought his credit score was down in the bottom or something. So I don't know, but congrats to him on getting that, taken care of. I don't know if it was truly his deal or just something he worked on that he got closed, but hey, congrats to him on working on some things. Martel, Fred wants him to get his license. He said, I think a lot of things go come into place when you get this license. Martel yeah, that's cute, but yeah, no. So Fred is like, but business is kind of like a relationship. So what happens if we fall out at any moment? And Martel said, we're not really, honey. Okay, because one thing about us men, we can always talk out our issues and we can push past it, right? But with women, it's not the same. Okay. So they be holding grudges and stuff like that. So I feel like if we was to fall out, child, we're going to be back cool. And I'm over here like, but Martel, why are you continuing to have excuses? Why would you not want to have your own though? Even if y'all were to fall out and he was going to put you out his business, because yeah, a lot of men are able to work out their issues. And then there are a lot of men that are not. So my thing is why not go ahead and get your own? Because what if y'all were to fall out, he didn't want you in his business, and then he went around and told his other people not to work with you or something. Then what you gonna do? What are you gonna? I don't know. I don't get it. I always want to rely on other folks, but do what you want to do, girl. That's the journey he gonna have to take on his own and figure that out. Martel says men and women relationship are different. We talk about that. What else? He says he doesn't want to take the hard way. I'm saying he doesn't want to take the hard way. He wants to take the easy road. Okay. And I feel like that easy road that Martel is going to take is actually going to lead him to a hard road for sure. I don't think Mel is full of herself. What person wouldn't prop themselves up after a divorce? And she does make moves. Okay. All right. He is lazy and always trying to get over. Martel has a net worth. I have no idea. I have no idea. We don't watch this show for Mel. We watch it for everyone. She ain't better than the cast as a whole. I don't care what delusions you might be under. Oh, right. Maybe Martel can't read. It's been said that he was a jock and Mel did his college assignments. I don't know, girl. He and Mel are both producers. True. I saw Martel's live yesterday over on Instagram. And somebody, I think they said they didn't watch the show or something like that. And then Martel says, yeah, he said, I don't watch the show anymore either. And then he also says, a lot of people said they're not watching the show. And I'm like, who are these people that you speak of, Martel? Who are these people that you're speaking of that you're saying aren't watching the show? Because I'm sure the viewership over there is looking really good for y'all to continue to get renewed for seasons after seasons after seasons. So, I mean, I guess. I mean, is that your way of wanting the show to go away? or something like that. So you try to pitch out that ain't nobody watching the show. Like, what was that giving? I don't understand that. All right. Let me go back. Martel uses what he has on people to get business with people. He holds things over people's head. He uses manipulative tactics. Her holding herself high like her SHI don't stink is the problem. She's so high and mighty, she can't even recognize her own flaws. That's a problem. Okay. Yes, he was. Martel was a teacher. I believe he and Mel both were teachers at one point. I think they both were teachers, and I think that I feel like they home or something could have burned down or something like that at one point, which kind of got them into real estate or whatnot. I guess like cleaning out homes or something like that, and then it just elevated from there. So yeah, they both were teachers from my understanding. All right, so you guys is arguing in the comments. All right, so, well, let's go ahead and move on. Let's get into this Galentine. All right, let's get into the Galentine party. Give me 1 second, world. Let me readjust, honey. Let me readjust. We are going to get into some things. Go ahead and like the video for me. If you have yet to do so and you're coming into the live, we have over 400 people in the chat. All right. Go ahead and like the video for me. Go ahead and subscribe if you've yet to do so. Okay. We're about to go ahead and talk about this Galentine's night with Kimmy, Miss Melody, Miss Stormy, who also went live on yesterday. And I put that video up for you guys to check out. Miss Tiffany. All right, Miss Destiny and Miss Tisha. So we are going to go ahead and talk about some things. The first people at the event was Miss Kimmy and Tiffany. All right, they arrived first. All right, trying to figure out some different things that they can do to kind of get the ladies talking and stuff. They said a lot of love is in the air, so they're hoping to bring this love back. All right, now Tisha shortly arrives later, coming in with her black top, saying Team Wife, her pink bubblegum leggings or tights or whatever, which were actually cute in my opinion, and her pink and black forces. All right. So she came very, very comfortable to this particular event. All right. I mean, hey, I guess nothing's wrong with the pink because, I mean, you know, Valentine's Day is always red and pink, right? All right. So what happens? Soon as she gets in there, Tisha could barely get in there and put her stuff down before she speaks on not being invited to the last party, which was the summer party that Mel had, right? So she spoke on that and then says that she got her kicks on because she's ready for the drama, but she not gonna fight. I'm trying to figure out who else came in there with their kicks on. I think everybody else came in there with their heels on. Am I? Let me see. Was I wrong? Did I miss that? I could have sworn everybody came in there with their heels on, and Tisha was the only one there with her kicks on. Tisha came in like, I'm tired of Mel trying me and playing me, and at this moment, Mel can get it. All right, so that's the energy that Tisha came on. Now, I feel like Tisha did not look bad, in my opinion. I don't think Tisha looked bad. I just think that the outfit did not suit the particular party that she was at or whatever. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now Style says they should include the social media stuff that happens in the actual show since it plays such a huge role in the show. Might as well be a castmate. The social media, bringing in the social media, I feel like they did this season with what Marcel put up, right? But I think as the season goes on, they don't have time, so they might mention it at the reunion. They might bring in some of that stuff at the reunion. But yeah, getting back to Tisha, thank you so much for the super chat, Now Style. I think that Tisha, like I said, she looked cute. She didn't look bad at all. She just, you know, the attire was for the wrong event. What else did I want to say? I felt like when it came to Tisha and what she wore as far as having on that Team Wife shirt, I feel like she wore that Team Wife, in my personal opinion, to throw that into Melody's face to say, yeah, I'm still with mine, even though you chose to divorce yours, I'm Team Wife. Right? That's what it was giving me. Tell me something, we celebrating love or whatever. And I'm like, girl, we can celebrate love without all of that. Like, you know, you didn't even have to do that. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Go ahead. It's your heart. What else? I will say this. Even though I did not like the energy that Tisha had, some part of me appreciated the energy Tisha had, because I'd be like, Tisha, girl, you need to stand up for yourself. So I mean, hey, stand up. And she indeed stood up. You know what I'm saying? So I did appreciate some of that, Tisha, and we're going to talk about that. I like to see you stand up more to your husband, but let's keep going. All right. What else happened? with it? So Kimmy goes ahead and lets Tisha know to not say girl or to say B-I-T, because Tisha was like, so I can't say B-I-T. She said, mind you, she did not already have this conversation with Melody. All right. Mel and Stormy walk in. Tisha didn't look up. Tisha didn't say nothing. Okay. Tisha ain't say a motherfucker. You hear me? All right. But Mel came in and she said, she spoke or whatever. I think she spoke generally like, hey, like that's supposed to apply to everybody here. All right. So Mel spoke or whatever. She wasn't specific. Tisha did not look up at her. She did not acknowledge that they were here. She was stayed on her phone. So Mel gets in the confessional and she's like, Tisha, I walk in. And Tisha is on her phone. And when Tisha's on her phone, like she didn't even acknowledge that me and Stormy had walked into the room. And I'm like, well, why would you want a person that's your enemy to even acknowledge you? I wouldn't. Like, I mean, I don't expect you to speak to me, and I damn sure don't expect to speak to you. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm hitting Nicki Minaj on you, girl. I don't talk to you. Girl, I'm in my phone. Okay, I'm not speaking to these people I don't talk to, girl. Let me look at what's going on over here. All right, because I'm sure something is more important over here. Okay, girl, I got paid to show up, not paid to speak. So I did not feel, I ain't feel no ways. Okay. I just felt, I will say, like, I mean, come on, Mel. All right, now you're trying to say that Tisha on the BS. Like, we got to, come on now. All right, now you're on BS in this confessional because you over here trying to say this lady didn't want to speak, but you didn't want to speak to her either. So let's be honest. I mean, you can go over there and be like, hey, Tisha, how are you? So there's that. All right. Now, so what else? Hold on. Let me go up. Did I miss some stuff? I think I may have missed some stuff, y'all. Let me say, Mel is delusional. Girl, you say I'm your op, but then want me to speak to your, make it make sense. Yep, I agree. Mel came in and should have said hi, not Tisha saying hi. Okay, why would you give 2 Fs if she spoke? Y'all not cool. Like, I like Mel, but Mel is a jerk. Mel thinks everyone should kiss her ass on this show, giving very much Shawnee O'Neal. It's annoying. But Mel ain't playing her. Marcel is. The sooner she sees it, the better. It's the blaming Mel to try to destroy her marriage instead of directing that energy to her husband. Well, let's keep going. All right. I feel like I put this comment somewhere wrong. I'm going to come back to what I need to make sure. But anyway, so Destiny shows up. Okay. Destiny shows up and looks like she only spoke to Tisha and the host. Okay. So Destiny came in and she could have, but I didn't see Destiny speak to nobody either. All right. Aside from Tisha and Kimmy and maybe Tiffany. All right. So Kimmy wants everybody to play games in hopes of fixing the issues. So the first game at play is going to be misconception game. Okay. So you all have to write down on the paper what a misconception is about you. All right. And I guess they can explain why they feel like it's not true. So Mel's misconception was that she's selfish. She doesn't believe that she's a selfish person. She thinks she always shows up, tries to be there for people. Okay. Not selfish at all. Tisha says her misconception, she said it was something, and then she said I should have changed it. It's me being naive or something like that. Okay. Destiny says that her misconception is being aggressive, and she's not. I'm like, okay. All right. I don't know if we saw Stormy's. Okay. So then Tisha stops the game, right? So when Kimmy is trying to talk, Tisha said, girl, I'm gonna interrupt you right there. This is cute, but I got to get some other things off my chest because I did not wear these mother Nike Forces on my feet to not address some things. So we definitely finna get into some things. Okay. So you could just hold your horses right there. And I got a bone to pick. Okay. With a few people up in this mother, and we finna talk about it. Okay. Now I heard y'all was looking for me, girl, and here I go. All right. What was it? Here I go. All right. It's giving mystical. It wasn't that mystical, very much mystical. Okay. I heard y'all was looking for me. All right. So here I go. Let's talk about it. Right. So Mel says, yeah, so Tisha was like, y'all was doing all that big talking or whatever like that. It's somebody party or whatever, girl. And I just need y'all to run it. Like run it. But I'm trying not to, make sure I'm trying to make y'all not catch this fade. So somebody needs to run it to me. And Mel says, well, I mean, who was talking about you? Like, what are you talking about? Who said some things? Okay, well, you for starters, Miss Sue. You for starters, okay? Because it was told to me that you had my cousin all at your event. You know what I'm saying? All at your house at your pajama party. You know, the one that I was not invited to? Yeah, that one, girl. It was said to me that you had my cousin at your house trying to force her to tell you things about my marriage, girl. And those are the things that I'm over here talking about. And Mel says, oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, it is real interesting, boo. Okay, well, give me a second. So she decided she was gonna call up Miss Kiki. Okay. What happened when Mel says, hi, Kiki. Hi, I'm sitting here with Tisha. And Tisha told me that you told her that, my party was all about her. And we were saying things about her and her marriage and stuff like that. And I just wanted to get some clarity. Like, what is that? And Tisha said, yeah, girl. And you is on speakerphone, so you better tell the truth. Kiki said, well, girl, I am on speakerphone. I understand that. And I am going to be truthful. So I don't even know what you thought it was going to be anyway. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? When have I ever been a lie? Tell me. Because I ain't got no motherfucking problem. Because one thing you're not finna do, you're not finna be my Tisha. Now, you can scare everybody else up there at the Galentine, but you already know how these hands swing. So don't play me. Don't play me, Tisha. You don't know me like that, but we can get into it, family or not. I'm not who I used to be. Now, let's talk about it, all right? So they get into it. Right. So Mel says, Kiki told you I was trying to get her to say something about your marriage or whatever. Mel says that's very interesting. Calls Kiki. Tisha tells Kiki that she on speakerphone. So be honest. Kiki says, I am. I don't know what you thought it was. I don't know why you thought it was going to be different. Girl, cut it out. All right. So then Stormy says that Kiki brought up Tisha, right? So Stormy brings up, she said, well, Stormy was the one that really brought you up. She the one that had said this or that. You know what I'm saying? She was the one that did it. And then Tisha like, yeah, see, Stormy even saying that you had brought it up and you had mentioned me. All this other high school ass shit. All right. So Kimmy even jumps in and says, now, Kiki, can I help you out? Because Kiki says something like, I believe it was Stormy that ended up saying this or that. And I'm like, no, it wasn't Stormy. Mel, it was definitely Mel. All right. I had to go back and watch it. Now, I don't know what happened in between. All Stormy did was bring up the post. She brought up the photo. Right. So and this is a flashback to the slumber party. All right. So, what's her name? Stormy brings up the photo and she asked Miss Kimmy, how did she feel about that? Because Kimmy didn't want to talk about any of that. Mel was telling her, I'm not telling you how to move or operate, but you might want to make note of that because it definitely is coming off as though it could have been some type of deflecting going on, right? And she started to talk about how people are, how they act, how they fake, how they portray, all this stuff. And then she brings up Tisha. So she says, like when me and Tisha, she said the thing that grinded my gears the most was when we ended up doing the reunion, and out of nowhere she busting out talking about stuff. Yeah, Mel tried to ruin my marriage, but that wasn't even me. It's been rumors around here, like, right? Stormy, right? Kiki or whatever. And that was when Kiki chose to elaborate. Kiki could have in that moment said, I think it could have been some stuff, but I ain't at liberty to talk about it. I'm gonna let Tisha tell her own stuff, right? That's all Kiki could have said, but Kiki elaborated and felt the need to give more. But I think Kiki did that, number one, for camera time. And number two, I think she kind of did that to make sure she remains in Mel's, I guess, graces. But then also at the same time, Kiki had said out her own mouth with what she said, even though she was invited to that event. It was more so because of how Tisha did her in the past. So whatever it was that Kiki wanted to say, Kiki said that because that was something she wanted to say. All right. So let's keep going. So Kimmy even told her, like, I told you that you had said a whole lot. And if you got any issue, then you need to go and take that up with Miss Tisha yourself. All right. Didn't I tell you that? Okay. Yeah. So then here we are. Right. They needed to do a flashback because I couldn't remember who brought up what. They should have done that flashback. They didn't. This is a Real Housewives of Potomac moment. They could be rumors, but you brought the rumors on camera. Okay. They were too old to be at that table arguing over that and too old to be at a sleepover discussing Tisha. Right. I kind of disagree a little bit. as far as like the disgusting Tisha part at the sleepover, because I feel like if you just with your good group of girls or whatever, and then you mention like how somebody like made you feel about something, like I ain't like, did you see how Joanne sat up there and said that I did it? It's like you're using that moment to vent, right? But I do think not Stormy, but Kiki could have been very mindful of how she said that information about her cousin. What else? So so Kimmy talks to Kiki or whatever. Then I think Mel ends up getting off the phone. Mel tells Tisha that she wasn't. Listen, I want to let you know, you were not the topic of conversation. Your husband's picture was, though. Yeah, your husband, which she was right. Mel was right. It was the husband's photo that was the topic of the conversation. And then at some point it did get on Tisha, right? But the let's be honest, the entire sleepover was not about no damn Tisha. It was not. Okay. So I don't know why Kimmy went back and said it like that. Like Tisha, like that's not what it was. Okay. Stormy says the whole reason you were mentioned was because of your cousin, right? And I'm kind of like, yes and no. Of course, Mel was venting about her experience or whatever, but also Kiki elaborated. So the whole reason why you have more things said about you, or the whole reason you became a thing at the party, was because of your cousin, right? Not so much as because of what, Mel was venting about. But I mean, it does still look shady. Like, why invite this woman that is Tisha's cousin to your party? We ain't never seen her in anything else you did before. So why invite her now and open up that engagement or whatnot? And I think Mel did that to show proof that I ain't been the one out here trying to ruin your marriage. I'll let your family tell, the truth on you or whatnot. But, I ain't saying that it's right, girl. I'm just, I'm just saying, y'all already know I'm team no one. I'm team observation and review. So make sure y'all understand that very, very clearly today. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So then Tisha says, that's interesting, because my thing is, why was my cousin even there at all? Like, my cousin shouldn't have even been there at all, because you and I was friends. I mean, like, the entire time you and I was friends, your cousin was never, my cousin was never your friend. So what's that about? And then Mel says, which I feel like Tisha's lying, honestly. So Mel says, but Tisha, I've known me and Kiki have been cool for a long time. Okay, yeah, y'all is cool, girl, but that don't mean that y'all buddy like that enough for you to invite her to no party. Like, what kind of SHI is that? But I've known her longer than I've known you, right? Yeah, but y'all was never friends when we was friends. Well, this is where I get confused at. It's the sit down that was had at Melody's house where you shared information that you've confirmed that you shared information to Melody about Kiki. But then you turn around and then you sit in this room and you say that, oh, y'all was not friends. Well, then which one is it? And even more so, like, I mean, girl, I'm gonna feel away regardless of who you tell my business to, if I ain't effing with them or whether I am, because that's my business. But it's not clicking, Stephen. It's not for me. It's not clicking. All right. And I'm just trying to get an understanding, people. I'm just trying to get an understanding, because that's not clicking. Basically, she's saying her cousin never been friends like that with Mel until she suddenly had an issue with Tisha. But I feel like they've always been friends, right? Now, granted, I do understand the part about like, well, why you ain't been inviting her to no events? So that part is definitely shady. Gotcha. Okay. But then at the same time, you still felt the need to share your cousin's business with Mel. And her and Mel had been cool. So that debunks your whole statement of saying that y'all were never friends. They obviously was cool enough that Kiki was on her way to Mel's house and decided that she couldn't make it to Mel's house. And then you filled Mel in on what was really going on with her. Help me understand. Something ain't adding up for me, guys. It's not, I'm being so real. It's not. Okay. So Mel says they've always been cool. We talked about that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mel says we've always been cool and that she knew her before she knew Tisha. And you can't be mad at her being there, nor at who Mel chose to invite. So that's what Mel said. You can't get mad at her being there, nor who I chose to, invite to my party, because it's my party. Okay. So, girl, that is so messy. Kim Misty. It was okay. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Let's keep going. Tisha is mad that she was yet again excluded by Mel. Destiny is swinging from friend to friend, carrying bones, and Skinny is trying to distract from them linebackers. Oh my, oh my. Let's keep going. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So Tisha says, I haven't, no. So Mel says you can't be mad or whatever, or have an issue or whatever. And Tisha said, no, I have an issue with you. No, I have an issue with you. No, I have an issue with you. And I'm like, but Kimmy was slick. Kimmy was there. Okay. Other people were there. You don't have an issue with no one. I mean, I do understand why she has an issue with Mel. I do. Because it is like, you ain't invite my cousin to X, Y, Z, but you invited her here. All right. Now, here's the other thing, too. I also feel like if Kiki has been invited to things that Mel has done, we would not have seen it. Maybe we would have known if they talked about it, but we have not seen that because they haven't highlighted her on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like they did this time. So I think that's what really hurts Tisha, that not only did you invite her, it's one thing to invite her, but then when you invite this lady, you allow her to say whatever negative thing that she wants to say about me. Okay. But I also kind of slick feel like this, y'all. It ain't no different than how Miss Wanda do. Miss Wanda say a lot of things that Tisha want to say, but she let her mama say it because her mama can take that more, right? So Mel does this thing too, where I felt like the reason she invited her was so that she could say it and Mel don't have to say it. So I don't know, girl. It's messy Kim Boots. And then Tisha says that I have an issue with you bringing up my husband and I in conversations that we're not there to defend ourselves. And I'm like, well, what about the conversations you've had about other people and they weren't there to defend themselves? What about the conversations you've had about what's her name, Kimmy, and Kimmy wasn't there to defend herself? What about the conversations that you have had about Mel and Mel wasn't there to defend herself? What about the conversation that you was having with with Destiny about Mel? And then when Mel got there, Mel didn't say anything. She said something to Destiny. But in that particular conversation, she wasn't there to defend herself. So I just feel like, to me, everybody do the same shit. Regardless of who you is on this show, everybody do the same SHI, period. And then be sitting up here trying to argue, yell, cuss, fight, and all this other stuff. When you do the same, y'all the same BIT. Let's keep going. So Mel says, okay, so you mad at everyone because we all talked about the pig? Tisha said, no, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm like, girl, you're going to have to be mad at Marcel for putting the pig up. But anyway, Mel tells Tisha that they not that important for her to keep talking about her and her husband, right? So this is what Mel said. So now it's Destiny's turn. Let me say this. I watched Mel's live and I also put that up on my page. Destiny, I watched Mel's live and Mel put it up. I put it up on my page. So then Mel said something on her live where people came to the show with certain type of energy, or they came to the event with certain type of energy. And how Destiny was kind of like, I guess, slick doing the most. And the reason why I believe what Melody said about that was when you watch it, you could see the interactions regarding Destiny from the moment that she sits down. It was definitely giving the most energy, making different facials and all this other stuff. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to put that past Destiny. And I'm sure everybody was doing something. But I think a lot of things got edited out. But let's keep going. All right. So Destiny brings up Mel's statement about her not being invited to the party, right? So I guess she wanted to bring in like her new year with certain people. And then says, your issue with me is that I was talking to your ops, right? This is where I have an issue with that. I have an issue with that because if this is a person that you're going around discussing other people with, it's apparent that you would like to have that friendship back, right? To me, that's how it looked. Why would you then go forward and say that in front of Tisha? Like, why would you even bring that up? You know what I'm saying? It was like you were trying to create some type of, I don't know what you was trying to do, but it just didn't land. Like, I mean, I feel like at the end of the night, it probably landed in the favor that you probably wanted it to go, Destiny. But I'm just like, why would you mention that? But let's keep going. So Mel says that it was more issues than just that. Destiny says, then how do you invite her cousin though? right? So I did understand Destiny when she said that. She said, you got an issue with me being friends with this person and then saying that I'm dealing with your ops. But then you over here and you gonna invite somebody that's her blood cousin. Why would you invite her blood cousin to an event? But I can't be friends with them. But it's okay for you to be friends with her blood. Like, it don't get no closer than that. But you mad at me. That's when Mel says, yeah, because her cousin never sat up there and had no conversation with me, with her about me. So that's why you wasn't invited. So you could play this whole blood related, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, Kiki ain't never saying nothing about me to no Tisha, and that didn't get back to me. So that's why you weren't invited. So what's going on? Right? Destiny said, no. Yeah, so Destiny says that Tisha blood though, and then tells her make it make sense. Make it make sense, girl. Like, she came there with all of this energy. And for me, it was a bit confusing, Destiny. And I'm not, understand, I'm not team nobody. I'm just giving y'all the show from my perspective. I like all of the ladies, okay? For me, it was just it just wasn't adding up. Like, when you went to sit down with Mel, you didn't fully have this energy, right? And maybe you were just at a different headspace, and maybe you've grown tired. I don't know. And then you come to the event. It was given to me that you and Tisha had a conversation on how y'all were going to come at this event. And that may not be what it was, but that's just how it looks. Like, yeah, we coming at this event and we for the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because the way Tisha was like, I got something to say. I don't care about what you talking about, girl. I got to get this out. It was giving, I got to get my point across. It was giving, I got something I got to prove. Like, that's what it was coming off as for me. What else? Mel then says, this is childish. I don't care about you being friends with her. My issue is you being next door to me and you speaking negatively about me. Okay. But Mel, keep it honest. Keep that shit a buck. You do not like Tisha. It is apparent. We do not have to dance around the issue. This BIT does not pay your bills and vice versa. Okay. So if you do not like her, that's okay. But don't sit up here and be fake and say, oh, I don't mind you being friends with her, this and that. Like, nah, I'm gonna tell you straight up, since she here, especially since she disrespected me, I really don't give a fuck about this BIT for real. Okay. Yeah, I did have a problem. Not only was you out there speaking negatively on me, you were speaking negatively on me with a BIT that you know I don't with. You know I'm up and down with this girl. Excuse me. If you want to be friends with her, cool. Ain't got no issue with that. But what you're not finna do is sit up here and have a conversation about me, but then I'm turning around giving you cash apps or PayPals and looking out for you. You got me fucked up. That's what I wanted Mel to say at that moment. Stop playing. Stop doing this. Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's call Kiki. Like, let's cut all that shit out. All right. So let's be real direct. Let's not be indirect. Let's not, when we be in people's faces, be indirect, but then it can go on IG Live and be like, well, hey, I don't know why people are just so stupid. Not saying these are not her verbatim words, but I don't know. They just, hey, no, I won't be friends with her. No, people, they're just really ignorant and they don't see their ways. No, I don't like you. And what's happening with it? And what are you going to change about it? And you a good one, Mel, because I would have sat up there and made sure all the moms knew why they on this show. Hello? I'm sorry. That's just like, let's not play. Let's not let's be honest, girl. Let's be honest, okay? All right. I'm not going to sit up here and fake and be like, yeah, you are op. So what you finna, this is what I'm trying to find out. And what are you going to do about it? You are an op. How you doing? What's up? Like, that's the energy she should have came with instead of this energy. I don't mind you being, I don't care. I don't think about you guys enough. I don't know. We not doing that, bro. We not doing that. I don't with you. I don't, girl. And you gonna know that today if you ain't know it any other day. Like, what we talk about? We ain't gotta talk. Like, you don't help me. But if anything, I helped you. Let's talk about it. Not granted, she shouldn't be throwing it up in people's face, but at the same time, girl, you're not gonna come at me and think I'm not gonna sun the fuck out of both of y'all up here. Like, we're gonna talk about the things. Hello? You're on this show because of who? You're on this show because of who? Who brought you into the fold? Oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about it. So if any of you hosts want to ever fix your mouth to say anything about me, okay? I hate to say it, but I would not have minded a bit of Shawnee O'Neal. Thank you for your services. Hello? All right? You BITs up here talking about me. BIT, you need to be appreciate me. Okay? Girl, I'm just saying. But, that's the thing that I didn't really like. Like, Mel, let's not be fake about it. Like, you don't like these ladies. You don't with them. So just say that I don't mind you being friends with her, but Mel was telling the truth about it. Like, yeah, I just didn't want you to be in the room speaking negatively on me. Yes, that's fact. But let's get the rest of the truth out, which is, yes, she is an op. Let's not hide it now. We know, girl, honestly, we've been known that. We've known that since season 1, whenever y'all fell out. She's been an op, period, for a very long time. Even when y'all tried to come back together, it was fake. It was forced. So now you can actively say that and just be honest. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to be as rude about it as I was, but you could have just been like, yeah, like, she is considered an op to me. What else is happening? And I would have said that and not even looked at her or acknowledged her. She is an op. What else is happening? You were being disrespectful. You were being negative. Absolutely. You were talking about me. Absolutely. Yeah. Can you count on your finger how many times I've discussed you in a negative manner with somebody? No, let's talk about that. No, let's talk about the facts. Like, let's get into it. Right. Like, let's do that. If you're gonna be the forerunner, like, girl, lead. What else? What else? So Destiny says, what did I say? Tisha, like, what did she say? Ain't nobody even talking to you, Mel. So Mel says that she doesn't care. The ladies wouldn't let her. Oh, I feel like the ladies wouldn't let her get a word in. To me, I just feel like Mel was trying to talk. They both was like coming at Miss Girl barely could say what she needed to say. Then Mel says, and I was like, I'm here for it. Check a BIT. I was even here for Tisha standing up. Not even gonna lie. So when Mel said, BIT, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to her. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to her. I'm not even BIT. I'm a BIT. I'm not gonna be your BIT. So Miss Girl had to stand up. Okay, Miss Tisha, I'm not gonna be your BIT. That's what we not gonna do, girl. Okay, I don't know who you think you talking to. All right, you been a whole lot of running off at the mouth. Okay, girl, I got my kicks on because I'm ready to kick a BIT. So what's up? Okay. Period. I was like, well, stand up then, Tisha. Stand up. Okay, look like both of y'all standing up. Okay, stand up to each other because y'all been holding on to a lot of aggression and y'all need to get it out. So let's get into it. All right, there you go, Kimmy. Mel, listen, no, Mel, you can't. No, we have to, wait a minute. We have to respect each other. What? We have to respect each other. Mel, you can't go around and you can't say that. You can't do, Mel. Oh, you gonna sit up here and try to come at me and try to tell me what it is that I can say, but she can sit up here and say, girl, like, well, no, when you came, I checked her. What did you, sit down, Kimmy. Sit down, baby, because you was trying, but you wasn't. But you know what? I saw you, though, Kimmy. I saw you. You know I like you. But I saw you. And a lot of what I saw when you were sitting at that table was a lot of chuckling, was a lot of laughing, was a lot of facials. Now had Mel not said that you actually stood up and tried to check everybody, I would have been looking at you a bit sideways. Okay? Which I was, because that's what you were giving. What is all of the laughing, all of the chuckles, maybe because it was real time and you couldn't believe it was happening. I don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, so Kimmy steps in. Mel says, don't have me around. Oh, this was interesting too. So Mel says, okay, but then don't have me around people. Okay, this gonna make me act like this. Like, if that's the case, like, don't have me around these folks if they're gonna make me act like this. But let me tell you something, Mel. What you're not finna do is sit up here and start icing out who all you're going to be filming with. Because that's not going to be entertaining at all. You know, I already iced out Martel. You don't want to film with him. I do not want to see, we can see Kimmy over here with Tisha and Kimmy over here with Destiny, or such and such over here with Destiny. Like, nah, girl, you're going to have to, what did your person tell you? Self-control? I feel like you exercised it as much as you could that night. You really did. I'm going to give you that. But what you're not going to do is go back to Carlos and them and be like, I don't want to film with this person, that person. We're not doing that. So figure out a workaround, dear. What else going on? So Mel says that she hates when she has a combo with Destiny and Tisha always chimes into the combo. Like, I'm not even talking to you. Right. So, I agree. And the reason why I agree with that of every time she tries to hop into the conversation, it takes me back to what I said a while ago when they were in the studio. And Tisha tells Destiny, oh, well, that's unfortunate because I never wanted you guys not to be friends. No, that's exactly what you wanted. You don't want to ever be out there on that island by yourself no more. So that's exactly what you wanted. right? And you need somebody, in my opinion, like Destiny, that's going to be strong-minded, somebody that's going to be able to say the things that you may not want to say. You're not always hanging with your mama, right? So you need another good girl that you can hang with that don't mind getting with somebody. And I feel like, yeah, Tisha was a fighter according to her cousin, but you also got to understand this. Tisha has also grown out of that, and she has become conditioned to I want to say suppressing like how she really is. You know what I'm saying? She's grown to be a completely different person. Yeah, everybody can get back to who they were, but that's not who Tisha is for real. And she would much rather, because she is a woman that has things to lose, she would much rather hang with somebody that can do those things for her. And that person also, in my opinion, hyped her up. So Miss Girl got on her, hey, what's up? Now, I ain't gonna say I'm mad at it 100%, girl, because Tisha, you been getting sunned, girl. So if you got to stand up on a BIT, stand up on them. All right, stand up on them. All right. But you know, when that woman come back at you, just be ready for it, girl. Okay, because it's not gonna be one-sided. It's not gonna be one-sided. Just be ready. What else? So, yeah, okay. Destiny staring. Oh, did y'all catch that? Destiny sitting over there staring at Melody like with this grin on her face, and it was a bit awkward for me because I felt like, Destiny, you wanted this. That's what you wanted. That is what you wanted, huh? It was entertaining, BIT. I'm not gonna lie. Very entertaining, but it was the grin on the face. And maybe they caught her grin at a completely separate time, right? But Destiny came with some weird energy. I definitely believe that from the looks that I was making sure I checked out everybody's like facials, like trying to see what they was giving. And Destiny definitely had some different type of going on for sure. Kimmy, I love you, but you were giving me something interesting as well. Okay. Definitely was side-eyeing you as well. All right. And it's crazy to me, Kimmy. And I'm gonna say that it was because Melody was closest to you. But when Tisha jumped up, you ran to Mel. No, you should have ran to your motherfucking sister-in-law, because she the one that jumped up. All right. Now, granted, Miss Mel may have called her a BIT, but Mel stayed in that seat. So you should have ran around that table and got your girl. All right. And I also kind of, I don't know, some part of me made me feel like that says a lot within itself. Not a negative thing about Kimmy, but it makes me feel like she would much rather see Mel not get out of control versus seeing Tisha make a fool of her damn self. But anyway, good luck. Let's go ahead and see what else ended up taking place. So Stormy chimes in. Storms. Stormy asked a question, and Destiny is not. So Stormy chimes in. She wants to ask Destiny a question, like, "Yo, you know, what happened? What took place? Like, I want to know." Destiny is having an issue with Stormy. Okay, Destiny wasn't willing to answer any of Stormy's questions. All right, now Stormy really asked Destiny these questions because she already got the answer from Mel. She wanted to get Destiny's perspective. Now, in my opinion, now Destiny may not know this, which is why Destiny was like, ask Mel, but I'm asking you though. But now you need to ask Mel, but I'm asking you though. But now you need to ask Mel. That's your friend. She's sitting right next to you, girl. You need to ask her. Don't ask me a mother thing, but I'm asking you though. But it's cool. Nah, bitch, I got you. Right? I feel like not Destiny, but Stormy was actually coming from a place, to me, where she wasn't really trying to get in the middle of their drama or anything. I felt like Stormy was coming to a place of, well, hey, I'm like a kind of like an unbiased person here. Like everybody else is filmed together. Y'all may know more of the nuances or whatnot. So maybe I could chime in and just get her perspective, because I honestly already know Mel's, and maybe I can help bring y'all back together in some sort, right? Because that's what it sounded like Stormy was trying to do. She was trying to pull out of Destiny what the issue was in comparison to, you know, Mel or whatnot. So that's what it was giving for me. I don't think that she came out trying to go at Destiny like that. You know what I'm saying? But those are just my thoughts. All right. So then what else happened? Oh, I said Stormy seemed like she was coming from a place trying to see if she could help them mend fences more than what Kimmy was doing with these facials and the laughing as the ladies were arguing. All right. Now, Stormy, you did say something. Okay. Stormy, you said Melody doesn't talk about y'all at all. Like, I mean, like ever. Like, Mel doesn't talk about y'all. Stormy, you a lie. You a lie, baby. And that's okay. But you lied. We have on camera more than one instance where Mel has sat with you and discussed them. So don't lie. Okay. I understand you want to be a ride or die friend, whatever that is, and that's cute. But let's be honest, girl. You could have just left that out, girl. You should have just omitted that statement. Like, okay, then, girl, I was just trying to help y'all out, but you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? But girl, you lied here, and it's okay. What else? Like I said, she definitely has discussed them. We have proof of that. You already know that, so cut that out. All right. She may not speak on them often, but she has spoken on them. Now, this is what else I want you to be okay with, Stormy. Melody said a while ago that when she's done filming, she likes to retreat and take a break from everybody. So when she does that and she retreats from you, I want you to be okay with that. All right? I just want to say that. I don't want to see you up here trying to be arguing and feeling no way like the other ladies been feeling, because guess what? The same feeling Destiny got, Tisha had that same feeling. When Mel slowly stopped talking to her, like, I haven't talked to Mel. I wanted to talk to Mel. Yeah, that's probably because Mel sit back, she watched the season or whatever. And I feel like she really had definitely on camera. We witnessed this. We saw what was going on, reason as to not to really rock with Tisha. Okay. Destiny, this is all he say, she say. or she say, we haven't fully seen the real reasoning. Like, we haven't witnessed it for our own eyes. We only heard as to why, they're not talking. But Mel also says she falls back from everybody, right? So there's going to come a time where she's going to fall back from you. And it's probably not going to mean anything. She just need that space. But I don't want to hear you up here complaining, saying, I haven't talked to Mel and she don't hear me out no more. And I don't want to hear none of that, girl. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Love you back. Kimmy has always treated Mel differently from Tisha. I think Kimmy comes for everyone, but Mel, I don't think Stormy was unbiased. Stormy could have said, Mel told me her side, tell me yours. She could have, but I feel like she was trying to continue to put up that front, like, oh, well, Mel doesn't discuss y'all. Because if she would have said that, it would have confirmed, and it would have confirmed that Mel does discuss them, and it also would have made Mel look bad with if Destiny would have said, so wait a minute, you mad at me for talking with Tisha about a situation at the reunion, but you can go and talk to go and talk to Stormy about me. See what I'm saying? So I feel like that's one of the reasons why she didn't keep it 100 in that. What's also interesting is I also posted Stormy's live, and Stormy said that she really was taken aback by Destiny's actions towards her, because I guess Destiny was hosting an event or something and needed a sponsor, and I think she was trying to get Stormy to donate or sponsor like $15,000 or a few thousands of dollars or something like that. And it's like Stormy was kind of feeling like, now wait a minute, Suan, like, girl, you was just up here asking me to be a sponsor or donate for something, and then now you want to sit up here and jump bad with me or whatever like that. Like, what kind of stuff is that? Right? So she was, I'm just telling y'all what Stormy said. Y'all can go watch for yourself, but that was Stormy said. She was feeling away about Miss Destiny coming for her. And I think that, I don't know if that's what, I ain't gonna say that's what Destiny, I'm not gonna say Destiny did not intend to do that, but she definitely was just really upset with Mel. Definitely was upset with Mel and directed that energy at Stormy. And I think she also looked at it as, I got me and my homegirl, and it looked like me and my homegirl against y'all two. And I think that's probably how she could have taken it. What else? Oh yeah. I also wanted to add this. Production. I want everybody to get money. I do. Can we drop Tiffany and Lewis? I barely even, Tiffany, I forgot she was there. Okay. I barely knew Miss Girl was in the building. Okay. She only swooped in to grab somebody, and we appreciate you, but that definitely should have been security's job. Can we make her friend of the show and probably pick up Stormy and her husband? I know a lot of people may not like that because they don't like her dialect or her vernacular or whatnot, but can we make that happen? Because I definitely feel like Stormy's going to have more going on. I feel like Stormy's going to be more transparent. I mean, hell, she was transparent as hell in that hour live that she dropped. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just, just a request. Do what you want. Anyway, so Mel says she wants to speak with Destiny about the friendship that they had. Destiny says, this is what Destiny said, had. Okay, so she feels away. Like, BIT, let's not be surprised or shocked. Mel told you what it was and told you to keep your prayers a while ago. So I don't even know why you feeling away about the term had. Okay, now I will say this because Kimmy says, "Oh no, we're not gonna do that," and Destiny said, "Girl, we're not gonna do it." She said, "We're not gonna do that." Okay, now let this girl talk or whatever. So what it was giving me is this: when the smoke cleared, they made a decision to say, "Hey, we're gonna allow everybody to talk." That's what it was given. Okay, the ladies were making a decision to allow people to talk. And without interruption. That's what I believe took place. And when Destiny said the word had and did her eyes, Kimmy said, we're not going to do that. Now, for me, I felt like it wasn't a big deal for her to say had. But I ended up rewinding it because, of course, I'm taking my notes. And I said, oh, I get it. This is a jump cut. Like y'all edited this. And y'all came to a conclusion that this is now how you all are going to operate. But Destiny interrupted that moment. So while everybody was giving the flack to Stormy for interrupting, when in all honesty, Stormy really didn't even interrupt, especially when Tisha and Mel was going back and forth. That was more so Destiny. Right. And here's another thing I'm going to let you know for a lot of y'all to act like y'all didn't hear it. When Kimmy said that, checked Destiny, and it was time for Mel to talk, Mel says, I'm good. Mel did not want to continue to talk to Destiny, right? So when she says that, Stormy agrees with her and says, yeah, I let it go after that, right? That's what happened. It wasn't that Stormy just jumped in and said something like da-da-da-da-da. She was agreeing with her friend. And honestly, she wasn't even talking to Destiny. She was just like, yeah, I let it go after that. Like, all right, girl, because Mel said, I'm good. Like, I don't even want to talk. And I felt like I understood why Mel didn't want to talk, because it was like, listen, the more I say something, she's going to interrupt because she's not going to like what I'm saying. But meanwhile, the whole time wanting to get to the bottom of the situation. So what are we doing here? All right. What else happened? So Destiny says, but you're not Melody, let her speak. And I'm like, well, had you not been doing the most, Destiny, you actually would have heard her speak. She said that she didn't want to talk to you. That one Mel said, y'all can go back and press rewind and pause and stop in slow motion as you wish. But I'm just telling y'all what she said. Okay. So, what else happened? Oh, this was the other thing. And maybe I answered my own question as I'm thinking about it. So my question was this for Destiny. Why are you jumping bad with Stormy for, I guess hopping in, but you didn't say nothing to Kimmy? If anything, you agree with Kimmy and that Kimmy was right. Maybe it was because, and this is me answering my own question. Maybe this is because, I was going to say, maybe this is because, I just saw somebody comment, made me lose my thought. But maybe it's because Kimmy is, she was the host or something like that. Maybe that's why you was like, okay. Maybe because you got a better rapport with Kimmy. I don't know. But Kimmy was checking you, but Stormy wasn't checking you. Stormy was talking to Mel. And she was like, yeah, I let it go after that. Like, all right, cool. Okay. So obviously there were more things that were happening, but they chopped up a lot. What else ended up happening? Oh, yeah. I was just saying, I know Stormy got poor vernacular or whatever, but I really don't think that she meant any harm by any of that. What else happened? So Destiny and Stormy started going back and forth, acting like fourth graders, back and forth, whatever they were saying. And then Destiny stands up, and Stormy is ready for her at this point. Okay. I can't even remember what all was happening. Destiny said something like, no, Stormy said, you wish it was me or something like that. And then Destiny says, yeah, I'm sure I do. You, yeah, you're right, or whatever. And I'm just cracking up because I'm like, this is so elementary. It's not even high school. It's really elementary. And I'm just cracking the hell up. Now, Stormy, I will say that line of, girl, you jealous or you wish it was me, that falls flat. I don't think that applies to everybody, but I think based on where you come from or based on how you've grown up and you telling some of your story, I think a lot, and you being bullied and stuff, and you rose to the success that you have. I think that you have adopted that idea that a lot of people may be jealous of you, based on where you were versus where you are. I don't think that's the case with Destiny. I think she was just aggravated and she threw some of that energy your way. Right? Because Destiny was like, you want to hear it? Or somebody there, they was arguing. She was like, you want to hear what was said? And Stormy was like, yeah, I want to hear what to say. But if you shut the hell up and let her talk, like she could talk. Right? And Yeah, they was just going back and forth. Like it was ignorant. It was stupid. Battling back and forth, child. But I just gave y'all a long review. Letting you all know my thoughts about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't team nobody. I have to keep saying that because people keep thinking you're teams of people, and that's not the case. Just watching the show like you all watch it, and you form your thoughts. And if I don't apply, let it fly and fly on to somebody else's channel that suits your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So that's that. There's that. I do think quite a few people came and they were on some BS for sure. Absolutely. I don't think Stormy did anything wrong. A lot of people feel like she was talking too much. She was out of line. She was this and that. And it's like, so y'all mean to tell me, let's be honest now. Y'all mean to tell me that lady was doing too much, but Tisha and Destiny wasn't doing too much, yelling at Mel, not allowing her to get a word in? Y'all gonna have to make that make sense for me. Y'all gonna have to. And Kimmy came out better inviting Kiki to the event. Had she known Mel wasn't gonna do nothing but call her on three-way anyway. I don't get the shock with the past tense description of the friendship. That's crazy. The whole world knows you are no longer friends, right? And that applies to Destiny and Tisha. Who that? She didn't say nothing when Tisha was interrupting her and Mel. Who that? Mel didn't want to be Destiny's friend last season. Y'all funny. Y'all is funny. So I'm probably gonna come back later, guys, and go live. Well, I'm gonna do my Real Housewives of Atlanta review, of course, later on today. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go live after that, or maybe on that same live. I'm gonna do call-ins because I don't have the time to do it now. But I'm gonna do call-ins later where we can talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Marriage Huntsville, so y'all can also share your thoughts. Okay. On this situation a little later on today. Yes, people acted like Tisha didn't have an attitude and came at Mel at the reunion. I'm so confused that my ass out something not being said, bruh. Yeah, Tisha definitely she didn't want them to be friends. And then gonna sit up there this year talk about some damn I didn't want that at the studio. I don't want you guys not to be friends. But why when Mel talking to or addressing the issue with Destiny at the reunion, you over there rolling your eyes and stuff? Like you don't want them to be friends. Talking about Mel don't know how to be a good friend and this and that. It was like you were continuing to make that impression into Destiny. Right? That's what you were doing because you needed somebody on your side because you're not cool with Kimmy. And now you found your way to get in with Destiny. That's what you were doing. You know what you was doing. It's okay. You play dumb, but you're not. Um, period. Period. Let's see what else you guys got before I go. Oh yeah, she did say that. She did say that in the thing that she was mocking her accent. She did. Mm, 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 mm. I thought Stormy was doing too much initially, but I get that it was chopped and screwed. Yeah. I thought she was probably gonna be doing too much too. I really did. But then when I watched it, I was like, the lady didn't really say a whole lot. Like she really didn't. She really didn't say a whole lot to me. I don't think so. And the line that people obviously have overlooked was Mel saying she was good, so she didn't want to talk. So that's the only thing that really got stuff started was when Stormy said, "Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Like I just leave it at that." And then that's when Destiny got mad and wanted to jump bad. Ah, Kimmy is messy with this get together, and will be messy whenever she does her grown son's housewarming party. What else? Why does Kimmy need to host her grown son's housewarming party? He's grown. Yikes. Oops. Maybe finally hearing it that direct from her may have caused the reaction. Okay. Oh, I thought when Stormy said, "You wish it were me," she was saying where I'm at right now. Destiny isn't, but she wish she was. I think it could be both. Based on like, cause she told Destiny, she said, "BIT, you don't have enough to come at me." I said, "Ooh, girl, okay, you don't have enough to come at me." Oh wow, oh wow, what? How did we get here? How did we get here? Now, granted, when it comes to throwing them hands, girl, it don't matter what you got. Just have them hands. Like, it don't matter what you got. I think Mel is still in recovery from a broken marriage and broken friendships. Tisha is trying to show herself in a different light and hold on to her marriage. They need each other. You think so? You think they need each other? I just don't like how Tisha lied to throw Kiki under the bus to protect Kimmy. Kimmy is the one who ran and told Tisha, but Tisha made it seem like Kiki threw Mel under the bus. Fake is. Mm-mm. Stormy was talking about her financial success. Check out Stormy's live. Then you will understand exactly what she meant. Kimmy is a bone carrier. Not the messy Delta girl. I can't. I cannot. Tisha tried to continue that narrative when Miss Wanda and Kimmy both stated they even thought Tisha and Mel were back good / cool. Okay. Are you guys gonna come back later when I go live so we can chit chatty patty about it? Because I want to hear you guys' live thoughts. Definitely want to do that. I hate I don't have the full time to do it now, guys. So please forgive me. Friend groups discuss each other because they relate to each other. There is a difference when we are talking within a friendship group and talking about a friend like a dog. Tisha and Mel, we're trying. You meant to say trying to be cool again last season. Gotcha. Why bring up someone who wasn't even there? I don't blame Mel for calling Kiki to get what the F was said. Honey, good luck. All right. Child, that's what they be doing. They be bringing up folks. They be bringing up folks stuff, be talking about it and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. Want to be entertainment, I guess, child. I don't and care what I don't even care about all these lives. Don't appear on a show where you have no control over editing. I think that's always going to be the battle with editing because so many people go on to social media and complain about how they're shown. And I actually like the lives because it does fill in some of the blanks for us to know what was happening in that moment. Because a lot of times we would love for them to give us like behind the scenes information or whatnot. And they won't. Not all the time. Sometimes they'll drop like some things over on like the YouTube channel or whatnot of the network, but not all the time. So I kind of like when they fill in some of the blanks for us. What else? I think that could be it, you guys. I think that could be it. Please make sure you like the video. We had like 500 people in the chat. So make sure you like the video. I hope you all enjoyed the video very, very much. But yeah, that back and forth between Stormy and Destiny was funny and so unnecessary. It was because it seemed like Stormy was getting hooder and hooder or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, you want to be like me? Yeah, what's up, girl? It was just comical. And Destiny's responses and reactions had me cracking the fuck up. Like, yeah, that's what it is, girl. That's what it is, girl. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's good to know. I was like, oh, baby. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Child, this right here was a mess. Hold on, what? If they don't like Mel so much, why do they give up when she cuts them off? They obviously don't genuinely like each other. So for me, it's you give me distance. I'm okay with it. We'll catch up later. Right. I understand that aspect of where Mel coming from. Sometimes when you take a break from people, they think that it's something about them. And I think that it is something about you. It's something about you internally that you need to work on, that you feel as though my absence is a threat to you when it's not. A lot of times it ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? 99% of the time it don't. All right, maybe 95 for some people. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Just continue, I guess, to reach out and just be like, hey, just checking on you, making sure you good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. You ain't got to talk to them every day, but I guess it just depends on the level of the friendship too. Because Destiny felt like they talked all the time. And whenever Mel want to talk to her, she'll call her. When she just started to see the drift, she started to see her drift away from her. And it became a problem. And I think that's another reason why Destiny kind of went off on Stormy. It kind of came at her the way she did. Because I don't think Stormy was really, she really do nothing. Except for that one time when she told Mel, like, yeah, I would just let it go. I think I don't know if it was like coming off a bit jealous, maybe that, you know, you're still friends with my friend and I'm not. And I know y'all be discussing me, you know, so, you know. There's that. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you all much. Love you all very, very much. I thank you all so much for joining me and for, you know, being on this live. Girl, we've been on here for a long time. I really wasn't expecting that. Expecting us to be on this long. All right. But I do appreciate you all. I hope that you all have liked the video. Hopefully you all have subscribed to the channel if you have yet to do so. Be sure to share the videos. All right. If you would like to catch me, you can catch me over on Instagram or Twitter. Jamie, that's me is the name. And also I'm going to go live a little later today. I'm thinking maybe either probably like 5 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, somewhere up in here. I'm going to go live and do my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. And then on the back of that review, we're probably going to do some calls for Real Housewives of Atlanta, as well as Love and Marriage Huntsville, to go ahead and get it out of the way. Because I was going to do another live later on, but I'm like, well, that's just too many anyway. You feel me? Y'all will get it. All right. So like I said, go ahead and like the video, all that other great stuff. Leave your additional comments down below in the comment box. I thank you all so much. And I am going to catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.